Good morning, students. So today we are going for lecture number 16. Lecture number 16 in case of heat and thermodynamics. Now in this lecture number 16, what all the things we are going to discuss means, first one, like last class what we had discussed, irreversible process. So today we will be discussing what do we known as a reversible process. Reversible process. So what do you mean by reversible process? Can you just think about this word? What do you mean by reversible? Clear? Just think about this one. Reversible means what? Listen, first of all, this reversible process is a thermodynamics process. It is a thermodynamic process. Okay. Like isothermal process, adiabatic process, like that we are having reversible process. But what will happen in reversible process? Just listen. Reversible process is a thermodynamic process, clear? That can be made to go in a reverse direction. That can be made to go in a reverse direction. And one more very much important here is, process is undergoing in reverse direction, but in direct process, what are the cases we are having? That means changes we were having in direct process changes. These all changes will be reversed. That is known as reversible process. Clear? So reversible process is a thermodynamic process which can be made to go in reverse direction, clear, such that all the changes taking place in the direct process will be reversed. Okay, that is known as what? Reversible process. Clear? So next we are going to discuss about what do we know as second law of thermodynamics. Already zeroth law we had discussed, first law we had discussed. Today we are discussing what do we know as second law of thermodynamics. Clear? So second law of thermodynamics, let me tell you, we are having two statements. First one, listen. Second law of thermodynamics. Okay. Now here, first statement we are having Clausius statement. Clausius statement. So what we are going to discuss in Clausius statement means, heat will not flow from cold body to hot body. Heat will not flow from cold body to hot body. Clear? Cold body to hot body. But we can make heat to flow from cold body to hot body, but we should have to perform some work on that by external agent. So this is possible if external agent will do some work. Clear? So heat will not flow from cold body to hot body without doing any work from external agent. So this is nothing but what? Clausius statement. Next we are having, so if it is in this manner, means efficiency will be what? A negative. Clear? Efficiency will be what? A negative, which is nothing but what? Meaningless. So why efficiency value will be negative? Efficiency formula we already checked, eta is equal to 1 minus T2 by T1. Okay, and T2 by T1 means what will happen when a heat is flowing from cold body to hot body? T2 by T1 factor will become, that means, sorry, 1 minus T2 by T1 factor will become negative. That's why we are going to tell that that is meaningless value. Next we are having Kelvin statement. So Kelvin also given one statement for second law of thermodynamics. So according to Kelvin, what Kelvin said means, listen, Kelvin statement. Kelvin statement is nothing but it is impossible to obtain. It is impossible to obtain. Okay, it is impossible to obtain a continuous supply of energy. Clear? It is impossible to obtain a continuous supply of energy by cooling a body below its that means below continuous supply of energy by cooling a body below the coldest, okay, cooling a body below the coldest of its surroundings. So what is the meaning of this? Imagine that we are having any object and we are going to cool that object below the temperature of its surroundings. So if I go on cooling that object, means from that object I am not going to get any work basically. Clear? That is the statement which has been given by Kelvin. Okay, next we are going to check the process of refrigeration. Okay. Refrigeration. So refrigeration is nothing but a process of extracting heat energy from body. So we are going to extract some amount of heat energy from the body. That process is known as what? Refrigeration. And the device which works on the principle of refrigeration is nothing but refrigerator. Okay, in day-to-day life we'll be going to treat it as fridge. Okay. This refrigerator may also be called as heat pump because it is going to take or it is going to extract the amount of heat energy which is present in any object. Now in this water bottle I am having some water. Clear? In this water bottle I am going to place it inside the freezer. Means what will happen? That freezer will extract the heat from this, and due to extraction of heat what will happen? This water will turn out to solid form. Clear? And next, in other words, how we can tell this? Means a heat engine which is operated in a reverse manner, that is known as what? Refrigerator. Clear? So these all definitions you can remember. And refrigerator pumps out heat from a body at a lower temperature to that of higher temperature, which is known as heat pump. Okay. Shall I erase this part? Now we are going to check how this refrigeration process will work, how the process will carry on. So working of refrigerator. working of refrigerator. Imagine that here I am having one object, okay, and here we are having basically a refrigerator, and here we are having one hot thing where we are going to give that heat energy. That from this object we are extracting heat energy and liberating here. Okay? So basically from this we are extracting means this object will become cool object, okay, cold object, and this is nothing but what? Hot object. Okay, and let us suppose that here temperature we are having T2, here temperature we are having T1. Okay, so what we are giving means here we are doing some work. Okay, that means this refrigeration will do some work on this object to remove its heat energy. Clear? So process will be in this manner. From this object, by doing some work, we will be removing heat energy, and that heat energy will be supplying for that external source. Next, if we want to write equation for this means, listen, if this is T2 and let us treat this one as T1, okay, in terms of heat values, if we want to check means this is Q2, this is nothing but what? Q1. So Q2 value will be equal to what? Q2 value will be equal to what? Otherwise Q2 value plus work done value will result for Q1. Clear? That means amount of heat as well as work done value, what we are doing simultaneously, that means that heat energy will be given toward that hot source. So Q2 plus W is equal to Q1. So work done will be how much? Q1 minus Q2. Clear? Okay. Shall we go to efficiency of this one? Efficiency of heat engine. Sorry, efficiency of refrigeration. Like efficiency of heat engine we had discussed in our previous classes. In the same manner, efficiency of this one, what is this? Refrigerator, which is also known as coefficient of performance. Clear? Efficiency of refrigerator, or in the other words what we can call this one means coefficient of performance, or coefficient of performance. Clear? Efficiency of refrigerator or coefficient of performance. So notation for this is nothing but what? A beta. Remember, so there we had used eta, no? Here we are using the term beta, where beta is nothing but amount of heat extracted to the work done on the system. So ratio of amount of heat extracted whole divided by work done. Amount of heat extracted means what is our value? Q2. Correct, no? Amount of heat extracted is nothing but what? Q2. That means finally how much we are sending for that heat source. Q2 divided by work done value will be what? Work done value equation what we had written earlier, Q2 plus W is equal to Q1. From this W is equal to what? Q1 minus Q2. So W equal to Q1 minus Q2. This is nothing but what? Beta is equal to Q2 by Q1 minus Q2. So if we are treating these Q2, Q1, Q2 with the values of temperature means beta is equal to T2 by T1 minus T2. This is nothing but what? A coefficient of performance in case of refrigeration. Clear? So in case of fridge refrigeration, that means that process refrigeration has to carry means to do this work done. Okay, extra amount of work done what we are doing, that is known as refrigerant, and in commonly we will be using the refrigerants as ammonia and freon. Clear? And in fridge what will happen means, without doing work on that system, heat cannot transfer from cold body to hot body, and value for beta will be almost from 2 to almost it will be up to 6 actually. Okay, in practical purpose what fridges we are using, this beta value will be 2 to 6, and if beta value is maximum means we can tell that efficiency will be maximum. Clear? And this beta value can be greater than 100% also. Clear? Because cooling process, no, it may be greater than 100% also. Clear? So these are the some few points which you have to remember. Next we are going to calculate what is the relation between, listen, what is the relation between coefficient of this one, performance of refrigerator and efficiency of heat engine. Clear? So now what we got, beta is equal to T2 divided by T1 minus T2. Clear? So from this equation only we will be proceeding now. So relation between eta and beta. Clear? Where eta is nothing but what? Efficiency of heat engine. Beta is nothing but what? Efficiency of a refrigerator. So formula for beta what we got just now, beta is equal to T2 whole divided by T1 minus T2. Clear? So what I am going to do, for this right hand side I will be dividing with the T1. So if I divide with T1 on right hand side means beta is equal to what I am going to get, a T2 by T1 whole divided by T1 by T1 will be 1 minus T2 by T1 is T2 by T1. Clear? Now 1 minus T2 by T1 is nothing but what? Beta is equal to, this numerator later will do. 1 minus T2 by T1 is nothing but what? Eta. Okay, basically eta is nothing but what? 1 minus T2 by T1. From this expression, T2 by T1 if you separate means what you are going to get? 1 minus eta. Clear? So in numerator we are going to write 1 minus eta. So relation is nothing but beta is equal to 1 minus eta whole divided by eta. So this is the relation between what? Eta value and beta value. Clear? So beta is equal to 1 minus eta whole divided by eta. So now comparison between heat engine as well as refrigeration. Clear? Comparison between heat engine and refrigerator. Or you can call it as the difference between heat engine and refrigerator. Heat engine and refrigerator. Clear? So now heat engine, what it will do? Here what will happen? Heat will be extracted from higher temperature and released to lower temperature. So heat engine, Carnot cycle, what all the things we had discussed, heat will be extracted from source which is at higher temperature, and it will be extra amount of heat will be liberated to or released to where? Sink, which will be at lower temperature. But in refrigeration what will happen? Heat will be extracted from cold body and releases to hot body. So in olden fridges, I hope you might have seen backside, like this grill will be there, black color grill will be. So this will be at higher temperature where heat will be liberated. Clear? Now, one more difference. Here, system will be doing some work. System will be doing work, or what we can call work is done by the system. Here work is done. Here work is done on the system. Clear? And efficiency value will be always less than 100%, but here efficiency value will be greater than 100%. Possibility is there here. Okay, that is, it may go beyond 100%. So please revise, okay, and rewatch these videos so that it will help you to gain good number of marks as well as scores, and go through NCERT material completely, go through our college material completely. Okay, if you are having any extra study material, means go and read those study materials also. And anything, if you are getting doubt, means just mark it over there or note it down somewhere. Okay, and once college reopens, you can ask me. So this concludes your heat and thermodynamics chapter. So before concluding this chapter, I will tell you, we will be having many number of formulas. We are having maximum number of formulas in this chapter, which you require for KTG also, which is nothing but a kinetic theory of gases, which we will be starting from our next class. Okay, so if you get perfected here, means same formulas you will be applying there also, and keep studying. Thank you.